Hello, hi, my name is Gasline Meka, the stylist, and I am your master wig artist. And today I will be teaching you how to properly bleach your knots. Of course, you want to make sure that you have already had your knots sealed using the Got To Be spray in the yellow bottle, yellow can, sorry. Okay, so it's already been sprayed. As you can see, it helps avoid having your bleach to seep through. So I'm using the Ion 20 developer from Sally's. Okay. And I like to use 20 developers instead of 40 because I'm not in a rush. I'm a hairstylist. I do other things in the process. So I don't like for it to penetrate fast. I like for it to process very slow and to make sure that it's evenly distributed. So this is like a semi-frontal, and the reason why I say semi-frontal because it's not a full frontal. Okay. So I'm going to start from the crown area of this lace wig closure, or lace wig, frontal lace wig. Okay, so you're going to start here because here has more density, so you want to make sure that the back of the hair processes quicker. So I already have my content mixed, and you want to make sure that when you mix the contents together, it is like a toothpaste. Okay, you don't want it dripping wet. Nice and thick consistency, or like a cake batter. So I am using a knife. You can use a knife or the back of your spoon. It's better that way because all the product goes directly onto the lace instead of using the brush that holds and absorbs most of the product. I feel like you're wasting product doing that, and you want to apply a thick consistency when you're doing this, and don't press too hard. Just, you know, lay it directly onto the knots and the lace, and just let it sit for about 25, no more than 35 minutes. And you want to check it in between, and you don't want to have it sitting upwards. You're going to face it downwards on the plastic, which I gotta grab. And then I have two other laces that I had ordered for a client. This wig here, she brought it in. She found me on Google, well, her daughter found me on Google, and so decided to give me a try because the stylist she was going to was further north than where she lives. She's closer to me, so she decided, hey, give her a call. Her work looks good. So shout out to her daughter for that. And that's it. So I'm getting the sides now, and you want to go a little bit past the hairline of the closure of frontal when you're doing this. And you want to apply like it's butter on bread. Okay, now you smooth it, but you don't press on it. That's what you want to be able to do. I'm lifting it up just a little bit just to make sure I'm putting it directly on that area. So I'm letting it sit some. Make sure you do this. You take your time, but moving rapidly. And make sure that the hair is pulled back and not in your way. Otherwise, you're going to have to correct the bleach part of the hair. So I'm just smoothing on. As you can see, I'm not pressing on it. Now that I'm done, I'm gonna get some plastic bags because I realized I didn't put one out before I started, and just let it sit. And this is what it looks like, nice and thick. Butter, baby, butter. So let that sit right here. And go grab the plastic bag. And make sure it's a plastic bag that don't have any like coloring and stuff, because the color will fade into the lace. I tried that one time, and but anyway, That's another story for another day. And just let it sit like that. And then I'm going to push the piece on the inside, circulate flat. There you go. Just like that. Put that one to the side. Now, I'm going to start this 5x5. And that's a Brazilian hair. And this one is Indian hair. Nice and pretty. I did a live on this last week. This is why sometimes it's better to use a spoon than the knife, because you're able to grab the content better. So again, same thing. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to start from the back of the lace and work your way up. This thing is crisp, because I sprayed it like 3 different times. And because it's raw hair, this one's going to process even quicker. The hair is already brown, the knots are not too thick. The other one, the knots are kind of thick. And another tipper, if you see there's a line of demarcation from where the baby hairs are, or the thin part of the lace in the front is, and then there's a line, you want to start where that line is. That's where the density, where you have to really pluck at to make it, you know, give that natural look. So keep that in mind. I always put that bleach process, you want to start it in the front, on that hairline first. Not the hairline, but where the line of demarcation is, the thick area. And you see the darkest, you know, lining. So I'm done with this one. I'm gonna have to mix more content, more products. So you see how I go a little bit past the hairline a little bit? I'm gonna make sure it sits. See how it's thick up in here? Make sure. Alright. So this is a 5x5. You don't necessarily need a plastic bag. You can also use the aluminum foil or saran wrap. Aluminum foil or saran wrap. But I use plastic bags. When I do have the foils, then I use it. So this is what I tend to use. The Quick Blue by Loreal. I don't really use the scoop because I know how much I need, and the 4x4 is not that big. You don't want to pour too much. You pour as you go, because you don't want to over pour and then you have a liquid product. Make sure it's not lumpy either. You want to mix the product all the way in with the whisk. So it is nice and creamy. I like to leave some over just in case just in case, you never know. You might think that you added in certain areas or that it took in every area in certain spots. You might need to reapply. Make sure there's no lumps. See that? That's how you want it to be. Start from the back. And this is a curly hair. The other one was straight hair. All right, I'm going to show you what it's looking like so far. And there you go. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Gasline Meka, the stylist, your local wig artist in Color Bay area. If you are interested in getting your hair service, feel free to check out my Instagram page at Threaded by Lavish or Lavish Touches Hair. And if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave it in the chat. Thanks again for watching and look forward to seeing you soon. Don't forget to subscribe.